thank you so much, first of all, to Shelly for reaching out and for helping us get these two MOUs, set up. And we're really grateful to CEPT University for having this collaboration. Very briefly about AGI, we are the industry body that represents the geospatial companies in India. So when I say geospatial, all the different companies that work on, for mapping, surveying, satellite remote sensing based data, drone based data, GIS spatial analytics, geospatial services solution companies, or system integrators. These are the kind of companies which are members of AGI. We are a member-driven, not-for-profit entity, and we've been around for 13 years now. And one of our key focus areas has been to focus on skill development and capacity building. So at various levels. So one is, of course, we focusing on the student community, making them aware of the latest technology which is available, and helping universities and colleges to, upgrade their course curriculum as per the industry needs and demands, and also working with academic institutions like CEPT to have joint programs for different verticals, like users from different verticals, like urban development, town planning, urban, like rural roads and highways, and other such areas. So this year we are particularly focusing on developing these kind of partnerships with the academic institutions, and CEPT being one of the most prestigious colleges in our countries, universities in our country, we thought of having MOU with CEPT for both student-based programs and involvement and recruitment and internships, as well as program interventions and joint research or joint programs that we could think of. So our members bring the industry know-how, the technological know-how, and we look for academic collaborations from CEPT. So with this, I would request Shelly to very briefly talk from your perspective, what brings you to join hands with AGI, and then I would request others to also say a few words.
Thank you, Megha, and I would also thank AGI for being on this MOU. So firstly, I'll just very briefly talk about MTech Geomatics course at CEPT University, which is a very unique course where we follow studio-based learning pedagogy, and we focus a lot on urban habitat management related issues using geospatial technology. That's where we bring in very skillful students who come from various backgrounds like civil engineering, urban planners, architects, and as we would always want our students to be industry ready, this MOU will help us enhance the curriculum and make more meaningful students who are coming out in the market. On the other hand, we have Center for Applied Geomatics, which is again a very young center, which was established in 2019. And this center focuses on building special applications for urban and habitat management. Again, over here, we would like to collaborate with AGI and look into possible projects where we can contribute in terms of knowledge resources, build custom courses for workforce, as well as looking into interventions where the government sector comes into place, and how GIS can be a very instrumental tool to build special knowledge and take better decisions. So that's it from my end. I will request Professor Anil Shah to talk a little more about Faculty of Technology.
Yeah, so very good afternoon, everybody. It would have been really a great pleasure if you could have made come over at CEPT at this moment, because we are having wonderful winter exhibition going on, which is it's displaying about 1,500 projects by the students, undergraduate and postgraduate both. Coming over to Faculty of Technology, I am currently acting Dean of Faculty of Technology, and we have one bachelor's program, one undergraduate program, that is Bachelor's in Construction Technology, and we have 4 postgraduate programs, and geomatics is one of that. We really look forward, having this very strong tie-up with AGI in terms of what Megha mentioned earlier, in terms of, our curriculum development, in terms of internship. We look forward to have placements. We also look forward to have some good collaborations in terms of short-term courses. I'm sure this is just opening a gate wherein we have, ample opportunities coming over. And I thank you very much for, giving us this opportunity of getting connected with you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Anand. Now I'll request our director, Mr. Darshan Parekh, to talk more about CEPT Research and Development Foundation.
Thank you, Shelly, and thank you, Pramod ji and Megha, for this opportunity. Professor Anil and Shelly talked about studio-based learning and hybrid courses that the university runs. I think one of the unique features of CEPT University is that it has always been at the juncture of academics and professional integration. So if you look at the history of the university, it started as a school of architecture and has always been presided over by a professional who is well known within the industry and has, wide sort of experience. And traditionally, all of the consulting, research, advisory work was housed within the university. But with the starting of, regulations becoming much more clearer about how the universities function and how the other activities function, we thought it prudent to set up a separate not-for-profit entity that would solely focus on research, advisory, and sort of capacity building activities across the board. So that's how CEPT Research and Development Foundation came into existence. We operate through 8 sort of centers or verticals, if you will, and these cover the entire spectrum of the urban development agenda, so to say, starting from water and sanitation, urban planning, urban transport, heritage conservation, and several others, applied geomatics being one of the youngest centers that we have. And I think this association is quite important because, again, traditionally within the country, if you look at mapping services, it had been a fairly controlled environment that everybody operated in. And it's only now that we are sort of witnessing some sort of liberalization coming into this whole, profession. And therefore, we are at an opportune time coming together because we can not only provide students and research support that can help, achieve new frontiers, but we can also leverage the industry to come and sort of work with the students through guest lectures, through studios, and various other activities that can be done. So I think this is a very, very opportune time to come together and do something to take the profession forward. And I look forward to sort of interacting with everyone at AGI. So yeah, that's from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parekh. I would request Mr. Pramod Kaushik, President of AGI, and he's also the President for Hexagon India, to say a few words about this partnership. Mr. Pramod, can you hear me?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, my apologies for being late and creating some sort of I would say, delay. First of all, thank you so much. I would say Shelly has been persistent along with Megha to see that we sign this up. My compliments to both of you. Also, big support from Professor Anil Shah as well as Dr. Darshan Parekh that you were supportive, and then we are signing this up at MoU today. I think already it has been summarized by Professor Anil Shah as well as Dr. Darshan Parekh that, what are the areas we can work. Only thing I can comment here is that these are every area what you said, yes, is very much a possibility. And we must take this forward because AGI carries a mandate that we work for the entire industry. And we see that the geospatial is really adopted in every way, walk of life. And all the 8 segments, what Dr. Parikh said, you were saying that last one, youngest one being the geoinformatics. The fact is there are other 7 of them, as you said, they have, I would say geospatial comes as integral part of them also. You take urban planning, you take rest of it. So I will call that, geospatial is really has to be imbibed in everything, because that's where it makes it visible. It showed the coordinates, you show it on a map, then you do the decision support systems. I think I would rather say it's a good specific course you're running, which is nice. And the other piece which I want to say is that, but every other stream also requires it. We are more than happy to participate as AGI, to work with you, but as part of the foundation as well as the CEPT as a university. Wherever the guest lectures are required, I will support the internship programs as well as AGI as well as Hexagon. And as well, on the other hand, we would like to see that, some of the areas where we can work together to come out with some of the reports, whether we are working on infra report, we are working on urban report, with some of those, the areas you already are working, maybe that can a good value add. And Megha would explore this, as we go further. And also you can participate, we can together participate in leadership meetings, which we are doing, and try and go together to the government agencies sometimes to show that how the academia and the industry are working together, and we can take up some very specific projects or the challenge which the government is facing, and we can do it together, and we can pull in resources. Nice part about AGI is that we have technology companies who, as an OEMs, they bring a lot of technology. There are a good amount of services companies which can deliver service and are using that technology to deliver some of the key solutions, which I would say this country, is facing. And it's amazing to find, when we go deeper, some of the applications by Indian engineering service providers, or the Indian service provider for that matter, that the challenges which they are solving is just amazing. Be it agriculture, be it, I would say watershed programs, be it about, change management, what is happening on the urban dwelling, which is growing and uncontrolled. So this is everywhere. I think opportunities are galore. We need to just focus on 1, 2, or 3 things, not beyond, and see that, true sense, we take baby steps, have some early engagements, and deliver on them, not trying to boil the ocean, because then it doesn't work. This is just an MOU, signed somewhere, and then we are not taking further action. So we should follow through with 1 or 2 things. And that's it, I think. Once 1 or 2 things are done, we would ourselves be, I would say, this will galvanize the entire forum here to see that, yes, where the industry is working with CEPT as well as your foundation, which is CRDF. So that's it. I think I gave too much of long thing, to all the teachers, who are teaching, so many of them, a person like me. Sincerely appreciate what value add you do to, I would say, the entire society. And I'm always gung-ho about teachers, because you are, I would say, the forming the future generations. And that's what it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I look forward
Thank
to
you,
working
Dr.
with
Kaushik.
each one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If we can now just show the MOU, and if you have your screens as blurred, if I can request you not to blur them, so that you can show the MOU, and we can just take a screen grab.
Megha,
So I'm going to.
Yeah, we all don't have the copy of MOU printed right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
we
okay.
can.
No,
We have
but
taken some
I
grabs.
think you can, Megha, you can hold up one, and Pramodji can hold up the other, and that should
Yes.
be absolutely
Ji.
fine.
Ji. So I'm just going to take a screen grab.
I'm trying to make it more focused, I don't have to be seen, but the agreement has to be seen. I hope this is clear to you.
Can you
Yes.
take a screen grab, please?
Yeah, I have already taken it.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I really wish that we could do this in person, but for sure, next opportunity that we get to be in Ahmedabad, we would be visiting your campus. And the winter school exhibition which is going on, we will be promoting it. So I would just share it with Mr. Pramod. Actually, I think Professor Anil just spoke. So they're having this 10-day long winter school exhibition where students, 1,500 students, you said.
Winter, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
winter school, it's
showing
winter
their-
exhibition.
Yeah,
1,500
so that's
projects.
very interesting, and we would definitely share this information with our members and with our community so that they can visit it.
Sure.
So
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much. And Shaili, I look forward to being in touch with you so that we can take forward, our partnership and collaboration, and take some steps forward, and kind of, as Mr. Kaushik said, take baby steps and do some
Yeah.
concrete,
Correct.
things. Thank you
Definitely.
for your time. Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you
Whenever
so much.
Professor Nalsha and Dr. Darshan Parekh and Shelly, whenever you're here next time, please do give me a call. You'll be our guest in Delhi. We'll take care of it.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
And we wish
Thank you so
can
much.
come here. We wish you
Yeah.
can come here during at least summer exhibition.
Sure.
That's
We'll
giving
attend.
you 4 months time to plan in advance. Actually.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll send
wonderful.
out the invitations in advance for sure.
Yes, we'll
Do that.
We'll do that.
Great.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
everyone.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.